Good morning, everybody. And I thought it was going to be just Moji, but it's Moji, J-Bones Chris, Moji, Joseph Chris, all of you guys. So glad to have you in here. I did click something before I started the stream. I tagged a product. So I don't know where that goes or what that looks, but it was like a new thing that I could click on. So I clicked, I tagged a crypto wallet. So if you guys see that somewhere, I don't know where it pops up or what it does when I tag that. So let me know if you guys see that anywhere, and at least I'll know what it does then. But I do appreciate everybody being in here. Gen G showing up, better late than never. I like it. And we'll go through the market. I want to say this though, get your guesses in right now. I have some more people guesses, more people roll in. But that Kia Seltos that I bought, remember I bought that Kia Seltos a few months ago? Well, there's a recall on it. Piston rings are locking up or doing something. The pistons are locking up inside the cylinders on these cars. So, recall on it. I take it in this morning. They can't look at it for 24 hours. I don't know why they got to wait so long to look at it after you drop it off. But they're going to look at it tomorrow morning. It's either going to be some sort of an easy fix. I don't know what they're going to do to fix it, to be honest with you. But he's going to call me tomorrow morning and say, I can come pick it up a couple hours later. Nice, easy fix. Or brand new motor being put in. I want you guys to get your bets. I want you guys to get your guesses in the chat as I go over the prices here. Is it going to be the easy one, or do we get a brand new motor? It would actually be, I want the new motor. I don't care. I'll drive a loaner car or whatever for a couple weeks or whatever it takes to get the new motor in and put that in. But it's under recall. Everything's paid for. So let me know what you guys think they're going to end up saying with it. Nice, easy. Because, dude, the way that I figure it, too, I mean, they're just going to charge Kia for a new motor. So why wouldn't these guys want to put a new motor in? That's going to be, super dollars for them that they can go out. They're guaranteed to get paid from Kia. So I don't know why they wouldn't want to put a new motor in. But let me know what you guys think they're going to end up doing as I go through the market right here. But it would be pretty sweet to have that car with a brand new motor in it. AMC, top left-hand side of the screen, sitting at 2777 right now. Not jackpot, guys. It is down 0.81%. GameStop's actually up 2.5%, man. $27 per share. Shiba Inu Coin 1178, down about 0.5% at the moment. Bitcoin, bottom left-hand side of the screen, 0.62% higher. $84,500. $500 right now. NASDAQ bouncing around 0.36% lower on the day today. It was up a little bit earlier, but now it is down. AMC down, GameStop up, Solana 133. All right, Solana's not doing too bad. Dogecoin sitting at 1550, Shiba Inu Coin 1177, Ethereum 1585. Bitcoin sitting at 84,500. The SPY 0.22% higher on the day today. QQQ 0.04% higher on the day today. Molinado, wouldn't you know, down 15%. Dude, this would be a guaranteed gold mine if they let you trade options. All you would have to do is go out there, take a mortgage out, take a second mortgage, take a home equity line out on your house, buy all of the puts that you could possibly buy. Whatever first put costs you a penny, even if it's for next week, and you got to go down to 50 cents, right? You go buy your whole house worth of puts. Next week, this stock's trading at about 15 cents, and you just made $80 million. That's why they do not let you trade options on Molinado, because it is only guaranteed to go down. It's only guaranteed to go down. This stock is an absolute plague, man. Stay away from Molinado. NASDAQ sitting not where I'm supposed to be. Not the right one. Sundial up 1.5% on the day today. Netflix up 1%, $971. Tesla is down 0.5% right now, $240. Amazon $173, Apple $197, and Soxel down 3% to $9 per share. We're gonna watch Bitcoin play out on the bottom left-hand side of the screen as I get back and see if you guys think I'm getting a new motor or not. What do we got? OnlyFans Claybro. Dude, we might have to. We might have to go to OnlyFans. 13 viewers right now. I think we're going to have to. You guys are going to push me over the edge. I'm telling you. You guys are going to push me over the edge. I am on the brink of an OnlyFans collapse. And trust me, you don't want to see it. You don't want it to happen. So make sure you tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, and all your friends to subscribe to my channel. Even if they don't even watch the videos, just listen to them. Put the volume down if you don't even want to listen. And don't drive me into OnlyFans. Moji, you guys got to help me out. All right? Don't drive me into OnlyFans. Pfft, Moji's first. Yeah, pfft, Gio. He was, man. He was waiting for it. What's up, Clay? You holding any chill guy? Might be. No, Adrian. I actually do not hold any chill guy. I don't know where chill guy is even at. I imagine chill guy came back down hard. I don't know which one is the legit chill guy here either. So I don't even know which one. Nah, those don't look right. Should have more liquidity than that. I don't know which one's the legit one for chill guy. Let's see. But no, I don't hold any, man. Good morning to you, Alien Head. Glad to have you. Ah, crap. Rebuild. No, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're either gonna. They're not. I don't think they're gonna rebuild it, man. I think it's either brand new motor or some very easy update that he said would only take like an hour. Nothing easy about piston rings. Yeah, I don't know what the one thing that he said. So I read a little bit about it online. I think what they want to do, and I have no idea what a piston ring sensor is or something that they were saying online. But I think what they want to do is install some sort of a sensor, and then if the sensor trips, right? If the sensor that's currently not on there trips and says that it's bad, they're just going to replace the whole motor. But I don't understand any of that stuff, so I don't know what kind of a sensor would tell you that. I have no idea how they would even see that or anything like that. So, dude, I'm kind of hoping for a new motor, man. I don't mind driving their car. Even, my mom's like, well, you could borrow one of my cars. So, like, I'm completely cool with it if they need to do the old motor. If I get a brand new motor, that car's going to be, like, brand new. Nothing is ever simple. Gen G, it is not simple. I'm free. Good morning to you. Hello to all the bros. Jason Tate, glad to have you in here, man. Quick fix first, then, when it fails, new motor. I don't want it to fail, dude. I don't want my motor to lock up on me. Make him replace the engine. Yeah, but how can I make him replace the engine? My dad was saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, man, they're gonna they're gonna do the easy one, and then why wouldn't they want to replace the engine though? Anyway, because I would rather them replace the engine. You know what I mean? Like that would be great to me. All Peach channel. All Peach. Moji's pushing me even further towards the OnlyFans, man. Check out CoinMarketCap. That's a good place. I was looking on Dex Tools. Chill. Just a chill guy. 16% gain today. 2 cents. All right. Oh, it's down pretty heavy, isn't it? Dang, man, it was up at 50 cents. Oh, no. This button. Just the chill guy is down pretty heavy. Moji! Thank you. Moji's pushing, man. He is pushing. Moji said. Moji, thank you very much for the super chat. Absolutely appreciate it. Feels good. Feels good, actually. The super chat feels great, Moji. Oh, man. He is driving me. I'm gonna open up the OnlyFans right after this live stream so that you guys can follow me there if you want. Super Sticker's not working. Oh, they are now. Clay, want to check out a stock? I would love to. Just drop 3,200 on it. Ticker AER. Is it burning oil? Gorilla, as far as I know, no, it is not. But I've only been driving it. When did I sell my Forte? I know it was freezing cold out the day that I sold that Forte, but like what? 2 months maybe? Has it been 2 months since I sold that Forte? So I don't even really know if it's burning oil. Because I don't even think I'd put 1,000 miles on it, man. Maybe like 500 or 600 miles on it. Which I don't go anywhere, so. Yes. It'll probably never burn oil since I don't drive it. Girlfriend went to visit the grandkids for 3 weeks. I can go out and play golf again. Geo! And if you're in Arizona, you can go out and play golf with Moji. You guys can be golfing buddies together. Free at least, yeah, free at last. He is free at last. There's that long-lost Peach. Deez, what is going on, Deez? Glad to have you in here, man. Did I say good morning to Nick F? Nick F, good morning to you. Glad to have you in here, man. And hopefully you stay in here. Nick F. If it isn't burning oil, it is probably just a vacuum issue. Could be, man. I have no idea. I just know that they got a recall on them. Hundreds of thousands of Celtos between 2021 and I think 2023. Celtos and Souls have some sort of a problem with their piston rings or something like that, and locking up. People are just driving, man, and their pistons are locking up. So, don't want that to happen. Probably wouldn't happen. How's that work, though? How does that work with, like, a recall like that? So, I take that in. Obviously, I own nothing. I take it to the Kia dealer. The Kia dealer fixes it, and then they charge Kia for the parts and labor? Because, dude, if that's the case, why wouldn't they want to just replace the motor? Isn't that going to be much more profitable for them, too? If they go in there and they say, you know what? Well, it could happen. Let's just replace the motor. I don't know. That's my thought process on it. Yeah, it's going to be more work, but hopefully it's going to be better for everybody. And Kia is already on the hook for it since they were producing faulty cars. Yeah. 2021. J-Bones. 2021 Kia Seltos. With apparently some piston ring recall. Clay, don't know if you talked about it. Headphone just died a minute ago. But what's this dude talking about with these Bitcoin patterns? Chris. I think he might mean 2021, not 2020. But let's see if I can see that here. So I don't know exactly what the guy was saying, but there is a bull market pattern repetition with 2017, 2021, and 2025 so far. Oh, come on, dude, Bitcoin, shouldn't you come up first? Bitcoin. Let's go. Dude, why does it always do this to me? There. Alright, so this is 2017. Right? Now, 2017 didn't have as large of a pullback as something like 2021 did. So, nonetheless, though, when Bitcoin started to run up, it ran up to about $4,000, back down to just about $3,600. So it wasn't as large of a pullback before it rips up and hits an all-time high. This says 17, but the all-time high was like 19,600 back in 2017. After that, the actual bear market did begin, okay? So Bitcoin came back down. The pullback was not huge, but this was the 4-year cycle. This is when Bitcoin ran up And it did the same thing in 2013. Okay, I want to show you 2013. Bitcoin ran up in 2013, and then it pulled back, ran all the way up to very expensive. And I'm telling you, very expensive, $227 right here in 2013. This was around the time, okay, that I first started looking at Bitcoin. I can't remember exactly what the day was when I decided not to invest in it. But it was in this area, right? It may have been late 2013. I don't exactly know. But in that $300-$400 range was where it was at. So Bitcoin runs up, and Bitcoin pulls all the way back down, man, from $300 to $78. That's a very large decline, right? That's nearly 75% decline. Now, you're thinking, my God, dude, Bitcoin down to $78, Bitcoin at $300. Yeah, but when it was previously sitting at, 26 and pulling all the way back down to $2, that's a 90% decline, man. This is something that people don't necessarily want to mess with yet. And it rips up, pulls back, and then the 2013 bull market began, right? So you had a nice rally, a nice run from $13 to 200. It's a fantastic 20x gain. Pulls back dramatically before ripping higher. So that sets the precedent. 2017 comes. 2017, starts to rip up, does pull back, but not dramatically, and then explodes higher. 2021 comes, okay? 2021 rips up, pulls back rather dramatically from 60, this was about 69,000. Maybe this one was 69. Pulls back rather dramatically down to $30,000. That's a 50% decline. Rips back up, hits a new all-time high, 69,000. Another bear market. Now remember, 2013 to 2017, 4 years. 2017 to 2021, 4 years. 2021 to where we're at now, 2025 is 4 years. So what happened? Bitcoin rips up. You've got the all-time high being hit exact same way, and now you're a little bit of a pullback. See, this is interesting to me because this is nowhere near as dramatic of a pullback as we saw in 2021, 2017, or 2013. However, people are just as afraid, if not more afraid now, than they ever were back then. So, theoretically, if that guy is talking about pattern repetition and so on, we're hitting the new all-time high, we're pulling back a little bit right now, and then we are expected to rip up to a new all-time high. So if that stands as being true, we rip up, we pull back in 2025, and then towards the end of the year, we rip up even further. How high? I don't know. Nobody knows. Hitting the new all-time high. So if that dude's trying to point out the pattern repetition of the last 4 bull market cycles, that's what he would expect. He would expect this dip, not yet, to turn into a bear market. He would expect this dip here to be that last little dip buying opportunity before the real all-time high is hit. He could be correct. Obviously, history doesn't have to repeat itself, and he could be wrong. But that is what my assumption of his pattern is that he's looking at. Let's see what J-Bones... Oh, Clay. Not a mechanic. Speaking of which, at riding mower ready for the season? Yeah, I've already mowed twice, Moji. The riding mower is actually doing very well. If you have a recall, then you were good. Take it in for sure. Yeah, I took it in this morning. They're going to be looking at it tomorrow. Due to a quality deviation by the piston oil ring supplier, the piston ring may, over time, damage the surface of the cylinder wall. This may lead to an increased oil consumption, which will eventually result in abnormal noise from the engine and or illumination of the continually operated in this condition. Engine damage and or seizure can occur, resulting in loss of motive power. Kia pays for it. There's a class action lawsuit too. Most likely is someone in South Korea, but came from China. So, J-Bones, you think I'm getting a new motor then? You think I'm getting a new motor? I want one. I want one, man. And then how long is it going to take him to do that? Like a week? How long does it take to to put a new motor in, because J-Bones makes it sound like I'm getting a new one. Clear the mainly have to replace the lower half of the engine. Don't let them. How many miles on the car? Dude, I think based on what the guy said, it would be just a completely new motor. So I don't think that they're just gonna replace the bottom based on what he was saying. So I don't think that I should have to worry about that. 126 on the car. Yeah, you found it. Adrian. Oh, are you talking about Chill Guy? Sorry that I didn't really look at Chill Guy there. I looked at it for a second, but then I pulled up Bitcoin. Okay, aconteceu. Alien. How do you speak Portuguese, man? I got distracted. AER? What was the ticker? I think it was AER. Oh, based on that graph, I would say yes, it was AER. My gosh, dude. Can I get a king turkey? Yes, you can. Oh, crap, dude. I gotta get a new icon for 48 months. Holy crap, J-Bones is ripping, man. 46 months already. Moji! Moji, thank you very much for 41 months, bro. And J-Bones, baby, thank you very much for 46 months, bro. Just to show Moji up, I'll give you a little for you as well. Just to show Moji up, you got the bigger king turkey. You get the 46 months. You got it all, J-Bones. You got it all. I thought you'd trump me for sure. Working tamale show off. Yeah, that happens, man. Hey, brother, God bless you and your family. Jesus is King. Love you all. Aiden, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Very nice words. Congratulations, you two. Yes, congratulations to those guys on, 50 years of bro. Golly bum, dude. This is a monthly chart going back to 2008. $1.81 to $107. You know how bad people were probably panicking in 2020 though, when this bad boy went from $60 down to $11, and then over the course of like the next year, right back up to $60. Gosh, dude, it's actually a pretty strong decline right here earlier this month. 100 down to 86. That's a pretty strong decline, man. Now it does seem to want to come back to this 48 period exponential moving average. So I would watch that. It may pull back down to this line, but if it doesn't, this line's going to come back up and meet it. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, dude, this is a phenomenal long-term play right here. Dude, if you got in this stock 20 years ago, 100x your money. Yeah, you'd be doing okay. You'd be doing okay if you 100x your money. They should. If they don't, they're kicking the can. Don't kick it down the road, man. So I'm going to tell that guy. I'm going to be like, Ken, listen, Ken. Look, I don't need the car this week, okay? I'll just come back down there. I'll grab a loaner. You guys put the new motor in it. Take your time, Ken. Take your time, Ken. Calm down, man. Nobody's in a hurry here. We just want to be safe. Got to play the safety on him. You know? Ken, I want to be safe, man. I drive down the road and I put my life in Kia's hands every time I get behind that wheel. And if I have to constantly be in fear of a motor locking up, what could happen, man? If a motor locked up as I was driving down the road, I might be forced to swerve out of my control into oncoming traffic. Something could happen to me. Something could happen to an innocent little child. We got to think about the safety of these people, Ken. We got to think about doing what's right. Ken, between you and me, man, I've trusted Kia for almost 10 years now. Going on 10 years, Ken. I've put my life in Kia's hands. And I'm not about to be afraid to do so. So Ken, you and I, we're going to get that new motor in this car. Everything's going to be good, and I'll be driving it. Yes. That's my game plan tomorrow when Ken calls up. You believe XRP? Me personally, no. I don't think that XRP is necessarily going to take over traditional finance. Okay? And that's just me being a little bit skeptical of control. I don't think that the governments will ever allow crypto that they do not own and control to take over traditional finance. I believe that it could be a perfect complement and more efficient than traditional finance. I do believe that blockchain technology is better than centralized accounting. I'll say that. But unless essentially the government controls or owns XRP, I don't think they allow XRP to do it. They could create their own CBDC and use that, but it's interesting, man. You know, banks use dollars. Banks facilitate the dollar. So I don't think that they would allow traditional finance to be overtaken by anything that they don't own. J-Bones! Thank you very much for the... J-Bones, baby, thank you very much for the peach. And I do want to say this, man. 2 peaches. $1.49, $1.49 each. Dude, that $3, you guys might be like, oh yeah, $3. Dude, I've been looking at all of my analytics lately because, you know, depressing times. You got nothing else to do besides make yourself even more depressed by looking at your analytics. Each live stream is an average 68 cents. Okay? So you guys right there just paid for an entire week's worth of live streams, man. I do appreciate it. More than you know. Those 2 super chats, more than you guys know, was an entire week's worth of live streams. I got to catch back up with the chat a little bit here. I have to go to the store. I have a question for if you or anyone else knows. I have a token, and on Dex Tools, I want to put my X account. Do I have to pay for that? I believe you do, Brian. I believe you do. So, let me see if I can pull your token up here. I forget what your contract address is. Hold on. No, where's my messages? Okay. All right, so yeah, this is Brian's token. This guy's 7,000 in the liquidity pool, 39 holders. If you're going to put your X, link couldn't be fetched or it's not yet available at CoinGecko or SoulScan Explorer. So update. If you update the social, these are telling social information. Alright, obviously my wallet's not connected, but yeah, man, it does look like you have to pay. I mean, right now my wallet's not connected, but it looks like it's $295 to connect all your social media accounts. Brian, I will say this. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it right now if you're just connecting an X account, okay? But if you guys start to pick up traction, you got a website, you got an X, you got a Telegram, you got all of that other stuff, then maybe, you know, you could consider it, but it's completely up to you, right? I don't know how you get a $5,000 market cap with $7,000 in the liquidity pool. Shouldn't your market cap be higher than that? It's interesting. Clay, you loading up on XRP before the SEC court stuff is over. I'm sure it will go up, plus ETFs. Also, do you think XRP and take over Swift or be involved? So, yes, I do think that it can be involved. I think the blockchain technology is better than centralized accounting. So, in some way, I believe that it can be involved. As far as taking over, no. I don't think that it will, simply based on control. Am I loading up on it? So by my definitions, no. Okay? By my definitions, no. But I am buying it. So I don't own as much XRP as I own other coins. So, like, I would say I'm loading up on Solana and Ethereum. Those two for sure. I have been buying Tron. So I still don't know if I would be if I would even consider myself loading up on Tron, but those two for sure. And then loading up as well on I got a lot of Trump at this point. So I have loaded up on Trump. So I can't necessarily say that I'm loading up on XRP just because it's nowhere near what I have in Solana and Ethereum, but I am buying. So it's just not one of my heavy buys, I guess, is the way I would put it. So, yes, I'm buying, but I can't call it loading up, man. Let's see. All right, Rose, be well. Off to dinner, then going to bed. Going back to the... Is that North Carolina? NC. I don't know where NC is, man. I don't know. This dude is still in London, though. This dude travels more than anybody I know. Common problem with them, Gorilla. I know I missed whatever the problem was, though. J-Bone's making my day, baby. Good. Got one, too. It looks like it's that kind of a day. Oh, J-Bone's got one, too. It's a peachy kind of day, D's. It is. Let's see. Yeah, need noise online to make them uncomfortable all the time. Something. Whatever happened to Pudgy? Pudgy's in here all the time. I don't know where he's at right now. That leak from the sunroof, which is stupid in a luxury vehicle. Everybody likes the rain indoors, man. Everybody likes the rain indoors. Really cool. He's a homie. Yes, he is. Pudgy got too hot on himself to be in here. He got too hot on himself to be in here. Dang, Pudgy, we need you back, baby. We need you back, Pudgy. No, I don't know where Pudgy's at. He's usually always in here. Let's see. But yeah, Brian, I would say you're doing pretty well on your token, man. You had a lot of volatility here. I don't know who this was, but obviously they came in. Seems like a lot of volume to me, man. $198,000 worth of volume right there. Somebody was trading your token like crazy. Must have been right when it launched or something. That's wild. Yeah, you know what, Brian? It's not a bad... You don't have a bad split between holders. So vast majority's in the liquidity pool, which is fine. And then your holders, man, they've got it split up about 3%. $187 is what these guys have bought. They got it split up pretty well. So it's not like somebody came in and bought your entire supply, which is always good to see. So it is still very low. Got to do some good marketing, man. Got to get it out there. And absolutely hope the best for you, man. I hope that you can really build something there. Plus, you don't like getting ignored. Nobody likes getting ignored, man. I certainly don't like getting ignored. Man, Mantra bouncing back. Touched like 58 cents this morning. Now it's back to 65 cents already. Dude, I'm buying Mantra. Mantra goes down to that 5-10 cent range. I'm loading up on this bad boy. I am. I'm loading up on this bad boy. This has got 10 plus X gains to get back up to where it was a couple weeks ago, but you look at this daily chart, you gotta watch out for it, man. It exploded so hard towards the end of last year that if this support level at the 50-60 cent range is broken, you really gotta watch out for it. So, yeah, I'm watching Mantra. It's got a lot of support right here. If this gets broken, coming back down, but it might be like Terra Luna Classic, man. If it falls through that level, you gotta watch out. Nonetheless, though, I will buy some if it goes back down to this level in here. Maybe even this level. This is pretty decent support too, so I'll keep my eye on it. Man, what a fall, dude. Dude, when one guy owns enough that they can do this to $1 billion coin, can't trust these guys. Jeez. Yeah, I'll go 15 minutes. I don't like that chart there. That's a little better. Clay, thanks for the answer. Way back towards the beginning of the chat. Yes. Also, what's the news with China? Graham Steven and a few posted about them dropping our dollar, but I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that yet either, man. The latest that I think is going on right now is, mine's bigger than yours. No, mine's bigger than yours type of a deal. You're going to break before I am. No, you're going to break before I am. And kind of seeing who can hold out the longest. Me personally, okay, I know that we have a heavy reliance on China. I know that a lot of the crap that we buy is from China. And it's going to be a shell shock, right, if they stop selling to us. And I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be good for China. I don't think it's going to be good for the United States. I don't think that's the route we go down. So, me personally, I think that negotiations will take place, and we're going to come out in a better position. Both of us are going to, it's going to be win-win. Things are going to be nice for U.S. and China. But in the meantime, we have to prove whose is bigger. And that's what's going on right now. Winning. Winning is bigger. And I think that both countries know that. Both countries want to make money. Both countries want to be successful. And I can guarantee you China is not dumb enough to stop doing business with the United States. And I can also guarantee you the United States is not dumb enough to completely cut China off. Right? Does China need us? No. We are a huge buyer. They can find buyers elsewhere, but they're going to lose a lot of money. Do we need China? No. Absolutely not. We can manufacture things in any country across the globe, or we can bring manufacturing back to the United States. So we don't need China. But, if we lose China, or if China loses the United States, it's going to be okay. You're just going to have a very hard, I guess, period of transition to pick up the slack from the loss that would occur. So, that's where I see things at right now, man. I haven't seen any China news today, so I don't know if anything has changed. But that's kind of where we're at with China, man, is trying to figure out whose is bigger and who's got more staying power to, I don't know, outlast the other guy right now. I'm reselling my resealing my motorhome roof today. Very good. Moji, was it leaking, man? My parole officer said I'm looking underweight. I looked it up when he left, and I'm down 46 pounds. So next time you can tell him, oh my God, I'm on an all-peach diet. D's, is that good, man? You know, I'm not like, if I lost 46 pounds, I would probably die. I don't know what shape you're in. Some people could stand to lose 46 pounds. So is it actually good that you're down 46 pounds, or is it kind of scary, man? What would you be, man? Let's see. I'm hoping for a Bitcoin close above 83.9. I think we could close above 83.9. That's what is needed for the bull cross on 3-day MACD. First one since September 19th of 2024. I think we can get it, old rounder. I think we can get it today, man, to be honest with you. Gosh, the Everyday Spy said people are only saying US is losing because once you're at the top and someone starts to catch up, it looks like you're losing. Yeah, Chris, I will say this, right? And I'm not trying to be political or anything, but I truly do believe, even if the United States comes out on top, man, mainstream media and all of these people hate Trump so bad. So whether you like the dude or not, I don't know. But these people hate Trump so bad that no matter what the scenario, they're going to say the U.S. is losing, okay? So even if the U.S. wins, right, we come out, we renegotiate deals, things are looking good, they're going to find some way to spin that to say that Trump lost, Trump gave up, Trump, you know, whatever word they want to use, and kind of spin it in a bad light. We've seen so much of that, man. It's crazy how much they hate Elon Musk and how much they hate Trump. So, yes, they will continue to say the U.S. is losing, even if we're winning, even if we're doing great. So I don't expect that to change, man. So I don't know if it's necessarily because we're at the top and people are catching up, so it looks worse. But me personally, I think it's kind of like a hatred. The reason they say that. Well, dude, China definitely needs our buying power. I think the United States, I forget what the exact numbers are, but I think the United States is responsible for 39% of the entire global consumption. I mean, that's how rich the United States is. We are responsible for 39% of the entire global consumption, man. So, yeah, it's like, you know, you lose the U.S., they are going to get hit hard. They're going to probably lose millions of manufacturing jobs because they're not going to be able to sell. So I would say, yes, that there's probably an imbalance. They probably do need our purchasing power a little bit more than we need their supplying power. They need our demand more than we need their supply. But either way, dude, they'll survive without us and we'll survive without them. It's clearly going to be better if we survive with each other, though, and we work with each other. It's on the half and half. He said I need my weight up 30 pounds to get back into a healthy range. I need to get creative with this peach diet. It's on the half and half. Well, dude, 46 pounds, man. If you need to get back up 30 pounds, I don't know, man. You can be lean, you can be good, but don't get underweight, man. Bones, 100% correct. China doesn't want war. What happens when their fighting age folks are gone? One-child policy rears its head and they're done. Yeah, man. I don't think anybody necessarily wants war. Ordered some flags for my house that say Jesus is my savior and Trump is my president. Very nice, Gen G. I like it. Hopefully you don't have any idiot neighbors. Guys, never mind. If you get idiot neighbors, just ignore them. Oh my gosh. I don't have any idiot neighbors, luckily. Everybody kind of minds their own business and does their own thing. It's very nice. So, very, very grateful for that. Turns out getting stuck in home all day, not too good for someone, but you know the saying, do the crime, do the time. Dude, D's, man, you and I are in the same position, though. I'm stuck at home all day. I mean, I'm not on house arrest, but I'm stuck at home all day. I never leave the house. Took my car to the Kia dealer. I don't even care if I get it back. I mean, where do I have to go? So, yeah, man. You know what you should do, D's? Start live streaming. Start making some videos, man. It'll get your mind out of the house a little bit. You get to jump into the internet world. Only difference. D's, I'm just messing with you, just to let you know. Only difference is I can leave if I want. I'm technically not stuck here. I choose to be stuck here. And hopefully you don't get mad at me saying that, but that's the only difference, man. We're both stuck at home. Unless China's doing some buy and flip, some of the smaller countries to make themselves bigger, I don't see how the U.S. could lose. If everyone has been forming their economies off... Yeah, Chris, no, the U.S. wouldn't lose, right? The U.S. would either have to reposition itself, right? We would have a decision to make. Let's say that we go down to the scenario of we cut China completely off. We do lose a lot of manufacturing, okay? We buy a lot of crap from China. So we need the crap. So do we buy that crap? Like, do we remanufacture that crap in the United States? Okay, at that point, it's most likely going to be higher quality, most likely going to be more expensive, most likely going to cost more, right? But the idea is, if we manufacture in the United States, a lot of people that don't have jobs are going to get jobs. You know, we're going to have a huge boom in the middle class, because now all of a sudden you've got everybody working in a factory again. Everybody's making, $15, $20, $25 an hour, whatever the pay would be at these factories. Yes, things will be more expensive because they cost more to make at that point, but there's going to be a lot more people contributing to the U.S. economy at that point. So that's one route. Another route. Okay, we cut China out completely. Dude, move the factories from China to India. You're in the same exact position that you're in right now. The labor is going to be extremely cheap. And I'm not saying India. You can move it anywhere you want, right? But labor's still going to be extremely cheap. You're still going to be able to do all of the business. India renegotiates its trade deals and is willing to work with the United States. And this is not, right? So, yes, Chinese people can manufacture a good. American citizens could manufacture a good. Indians, they can manufacture a good. It does not matter, essentially, where it gets manufactured. People are going to be able to sit on an assembly line and run a factory, okay? That's obvious. The cost at which that factory is run is going to differ. So, you're going to have to build a factory in India or build the factory out in the United States. So that's going to be some overhead cost. And I have no idea what Indian labor costs compared to Chinese labor and so on, but I would imagine it's relatively similar. So, dude, if you want to keep manufacturing costs low, we're going to move to India. It might take a while to set up a multi-million-dollar factory, but U.S. doesn't lose in that situation. The U.S. doesn't lose in a situation where we have to move jobs here and manufacture here instead. So, yeah, man, the U.S. is not going to lose. If they can't negotiate with China, it's not a loss, man. It's a change, right? It's a change. And some people don't like change. I don't necessarily like change, but it's a change, and you make through it. I want to know what a 5K Doge rebate is. I want to know where they came up with 5K. Moji, man, let's say that you pay 5 times as much tax as I do. Shouldn't you be getting a 5K Doge rebate and I get a 1K Doge rebate? How are we all getting a 5K Doge rebate if you pay more taxes than I do? How am I getting a 5K? If you're paying like, $50 a month in taxes and I'm paying $500 a month in taxes, shouldn't I be getting a 10 times larger rebate than you? Where do they come up with these numbers from? Let's see. I also think Trump jumped the gun on we'll just make it again when a lot of people still don't want to work manual labor. That's the biggest problem. Chris, I wouldn't want to, right? I did a lot with my dad in throughout high school and college and stuff, but I wouldn't want to. Problem is, okay, a lot of people that don't have jobs right now, they still wouldn't want to. Dude, and that's the crazy part to me. You are 100% correct on that, man. A lot of people that aren't even working now would rather continue not working and receiving unemployment or welfare or whatever as opposed to working. Dude, if we all of a sudden, and I'm just, throwing random numbers out there, if we all of a sudden had 10 million manufacturing jobs, okay, that were available in the United States, and these people could go into the factories and they could work the assembly line and they could produce all of these goods and make their 15, 20 bucks an hour and earn a living, they wouldn't want to do it. They would rather get their paychecks from unemployment or welfare, and that's terrible because a lot of people think that that's just free money. But dude, that's my money, right? That's Moji's money that he's paying taxes on going to you because you just don't want to work. That money, and I don't like taxes to begin with, right? I don't know if anybody does, but imagine instead of spending my dollar so that somebody that's unemployed or somebody that just doesn't want to work and is on welfare can go out and buy whatever they want and live. Imagine if they actually built the country with that dollar instead. So that's what a lot of people don't realize, man. And Chris, I think you're 100% correct, man. People still wouldn't want it if those jobs were there. Hey, bro, be patient, dude. Riley, absolutely, it's going to happen. We're almost over the hump. We're rolling in on Goliath. We're at the front seat of Shiba Inu Coin. It's not now. If it's not when. No, it's not if, it's when. You are correct, Riley. Also, thanks to the Everyday Spy guy, he said, if you knew English, Spanish, and French, you can most likely go anywhere in the world. Dang, I don't know Spanish and French. Bonjour. Bonjour, mi amigo. Is that a good one? Bonjour, mi amigo. Internet time is up. Later. D's. Mine too, man. Mine too. Paid the IRS $5,000 this year. I'm glad it's past 1 o'clock because you guys are gonna start making me say not nice stuff about the IRS. Have a great weekend. I work tomorrow. The stock market is closed tomorrow, so most likely only videos tomorrow since the market is closed. And that will resume then on Monday, I believe. I don't think the market's closed on Monday. Pudgy did make it. He made it late, and we're still here. Thank you very much for being in here, Pudgy. Guys, get your names in the chat. We'll do some shout-outs. We will be back most likely Monday, right, if the markets are closed tomorrow, with a live stream. Enjoy your Good Friday. Enjoy your Easter weekend. It is truly an amazing weekend, so hopefully you guys get to reflect on it, spend some time with your family, do all the good Easter stuff, but amazing weekend coming up. Appreciate every single one of you guys, not just for being in here, man, but for supporting the channel and all of that. Thank you. Shout out to D's, man. Enjoy your weekend. We got Moji, I'm free, Moji, Genji, Moji, Jason, Pudgy, I'm free, Genji, I'm free, Jason, Genji, Lonnie, Old Runner, Genji, SD, Geo, Gorilla, Old Runner, Moji, I'm free, Lonnie, J-Bones, baby, Jason, Pudgy, Geo, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.